The Young and the Restless spoilers. Phyllis's revenge plan for Victor. The Young and the Restless spoilers note that hell hath no fury like Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, scorn, and she's raging mad at Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, right now. What kind of revenge should the mustache brace for? Billy Abbott's brilliant idea. The Young and the Restless spoilers imply that while the other Abbotts were scrambling in the aftermath of Newman Media's hit piece on Jabot, exposing their assets being placed offline, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, had a brilliant idea. While it's uncertain if they can trust Phyllis, it wouldn't hurt if they approached her with an alliance. The deal was she'd give him the AI program, and he'd give her Jabot so she could take over the reins. Phyllis confronted Victor after the Abbott communications and reminded him of their deal. While Victor made it seem as if he would still come through on the promise he made, Phyllis was uncertain. Phyllis isn't a fan of Victor's. There's no doubt about it. Phyllis will flip over to the Abbotts' side amid this power struggle between Victor and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. The very fact that Phyllis initially approached the mustache with the AI software program was shocking, as she's never been a fan of Victor's. After all, he hurt her far too much in the past. Out of all of Nick Newman's Joshua Morrow, exes and ex-wives, Phyllis is the one Victor disapproved of the most, with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, being a close second, and there's no love lost between Red and the mustache. The Young and the Restless spoilers imply that Billy will strike a deal of some sort with Phyllis on the Thursday, December 18th episode. So, she'll probably partner up with the Abbotts to bring Victor down. They say revenge is a dish better served cold. But when Phyllis's fury is cranked up a notch, her vengeance will be dished out.
Today's
Red
shocking
hot news of the Young and the Restless spoilers. Phyllis's revenge plan for Victor. Fans of The Young and the Restless are in for a wild ride this week as the drama in Genoa City escalates to shocking new heights. The latest spoilers reveal that Phyllis Summers, long known for her fiery temper and cunning ways, is about to take a bold stand against none other than Victor Newman. And make no mistake, this isn't a small spat. This is a calculated, dangerous move that could shake the foundations of Newman Enterprises and leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Phyllis has had enough. Phyllis has always walked a fine line between being the victim and the aggressor, and recent events have pushed her to the breaking point. After months of being manipulated and underestimated by Victor, she has finally decided that enough is enough. Sources indicate that Phyllis is ready to stop playing the game by Victor's rules and start making her own. Her revenge plan is not impulsive. Every move is meticulously calculated, and every player in Genoa City could be affected. The tension between Victor and Phyllis has been simmering for years, with power struggles, personal betrayals, and professional sabotage all contributing to the combustible dynamic. But now, it seems Phyllis has discovered a way to hit Victor where it hurts most, both personally and professionally. The spark that ignited Phyllis's fury. Insiders reveal that Phyllis's rage reached a boiling point after Victor once again tried to undermine her at Newman Enterprises. It appears Victor has been quietly maneuvering to control critical company decisions, sidelining Phyllis at every turn. Whether it's a new merger, a critical acquisition, or a major internal restructuring, Victor's shadow looms large over every decision she tries to make. This time, however, Victor's actions have backfired. Phyllis, known for her sharp mind and resourcefulness, has discovered a leverage point that could put Victor on the defensive for once. The details of this leverage remain under wraps, but viewers can expect a shocking twist that will leave Victor scrambling to protect his empire. The elements of Phyllis's revenge plan. The spoilers hint that Phyllis's revenge plan is multi-layered and involves several key players in Genoa City. Her strategy is not just about direct confrontation. It's about subtle manipulation, smart alliances, and strategic timing. Here's what we know so far. 1. Legal maneuvers. Phyllis is reportedly planning to exploit legal channels to challenge Victor's authority at Newman Enterprises. Whether this involves contracts, corporate bylaws, or financial discrepancies, Phyllis is determined to uncover anything that could legally weaken Victor's grip on the company. Viewers should anticipate courtroom drama and tense boardroom confrontations as Phyllis flexes her legal muscle. 2. Strategic alliances. No one plays the game alone in Genoa City, and Phyllis knows it. Spoilers suggest that she is quietly aligning herself with unexpected allies who also have grievances against Victor. This coalition could include business rivals, estranged family members, and even former friends of Victor who are ready to see him humbled. The alliances are likely to be temporary and fraught with tension, but they add an element of unpredictability that keeps viewers guessing. 3. Psychological warfare. Phyllis's revenge is not only about power, it's personal. She knows Victor inside and out, and her plan is designed to hit him emotionally. Expect manipulative tactics, clever deception, and subtle psychological moves that will make Victor question his decisions, alliances, and even his closest relationships. Phyllis is a master at leveraging emotions as a weapon, and Victor may find himself outmaneuvered in ways he never saw coming. 4. Public exposure. The spoilers also hint that Phyllis may take her revenge into the public eye, exposing secrets or scandals that Victor hoped would remain buried. Whether it's a corporate misstep, a personal betrayal, or a financial scandal, Phyllis is ready to reveal the truth and put Victor on the defensive. In Genoa City, public perception matters just as much as actual power, and Phyllis is ready to manipulate. Victor might respond. Of course, Victor Newman is not a man to be easily defeated. His cunning, ruthlessness, and ability to anticipate moves make him a formidable opponent. However, the spoilers suggest that even Victor could be caught off guard by Phyllis's audacity. Victor's first instinct will likely be to try to neutralize Phyllis's moves quietly. He may attempt to discredit her in the boardroom, manipulate her allies, or even strike back personally. But if Phyllis's plan is as intricate as the spoilers suggest, Victor could find himself in a rare position, reactive rather than proactive, forced to defend rather than attack. Fans can expect intense face-offs, fiery exchanges, and high-stakes confrontations that test both Victor and Phyllis to their limits. The boardroom, family gatherings, and private moments could all become battlegrounds in this escalating war of wills. The stakes are higher than ever. What makes this storyline so compelling is that it's about more than just revenge. It's about empowerment, identity, and the shifting dynamics of power in Genoa City. Phyllis's quest is about proving that she is more than a pawn in Victor's empire, more than a secondary player in his world. It's about showing that she can play the game at his level and maybe even win. For Victor, the stakes are equally high. Losing control, even temporarily, would be a blow to his reputation, his authority, and his ego. It's a storyline that has all the elements that fans love: strategic manipulation, personal vendettas, emotional intensity, and unpredictable twists. What this means for other Genoa City characters. Phyllis's revenge plan doesn't exist in a vacuum. It will ripple across Genoa City and impact other key players. Characters like Nikki Newman, Ashley Abbott, Jack Abbott, and Billy Abbott could find themselves drawn into the conflict, whether willingly or unwillingly. Relationships will be tested, loyalties questioned, and alliances strained. Billy, for instance, could become a pawn or an ally depending on how Phyllis's plan unfolds. His complicated relationship with Victor and Phyllis makes him a wild card who could either help Phyllis gain the upper hand or inadvertently sabotage her efforts. Meanwhile, Jack Abbott may see Phyllis's challenge as an opportunity to advance his own interests, creating layers of tension and intrigue that are hallmark of the young and the restless. Fans are already buzzing. Social media is already abuzz with theories about how Phyllis will execute her revenge. Fans are speculating about secret meetings, leaked documents, and shocking confrontations. Some predict that Phyllis will finally expose a deep secret from Victor's past, while others believe she will orchestrate a corporate coup that changes the balance of power at Newman Enterprises forever. One thing is certain: viewers are captivated. Phyllis's transformation from victim to strategist is giving fans exactly what they crave: drama, suspense, and jaw-dropping surprises. Why this storyline resonates. What makes Phyllis's revenge plan so compelling is that it taps into universal themes. Viewers can relate to the idea of being underestimated, of fighting for one's rights, and of standing up against someone who seems invincible. Phyllis's journey resonates because it's both personal and strategic. She is using intelligence, emotion, and courage to confront a powerful adversary. Moreover, it challenges the status quo in Genoa City. Victor Newman has long been portrayed as the ultimate power player, nearly untouchable in his empire. Seeing him challenged by someone like Phyllis adds depth to the show's dynamics and keeps fans emotionally invested in the unfolding drama. What to expect in the coming weeks? The upcoming episodes promise a roller coaster of tension and suspense. Fans can anticipate explosive confrontations between Phyllis and Victor, with high stakes both personally and professionally. Unexpected alliances that shift the power dynamics at Newman Enterprises. Clever manipulations, legal maneuvers, and public revelations that could humiliate Victor. Emotional fallout affecting other characters, creating ripple effects across Genoa City. Surprising twists that keep viewers guessing about who will come out on top. Every scene could be a turning point, and with Phyllis at the center of the action, no one is safe from the shockwaves of her revenge. Final thoughts. The Young and the Restless continues to deliver gripping, high-stakes drama, and Phyllis's revenge plan against Victor Newman is shaping up to be one of the most riveting storylines of the year. With calculated strategy, emotional intensity, and shocking twists, Phyllis is proving that she is not just a pawn in Victor's game. She is a player capable of turning the board in her favor. For fans of Genoa City, this is a must-watch saga. The battle between Phyllis and Victor will test loyalties, push characters to their limits, and deliver the kind of dramatic payoff that keeps viewers hooked day after day. As Phyllis puts her revenge plan into motion, one thing is clear. The streets of Genoa City are about to witness a showdown that could redefine power, influence, and justice for years to come. The Restless 5 shady arrests. Handcuffs for GC's elite. The Young and the Restless YNR. Spoilers indicate that 5 shady peeps are in danger of being arrested by the GCPD. Let's break down whose illegalities could land them in the slammer. 1. Victor Newman. Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, is threatening to put Victor Newman, Eric Braden, in jail for the use of his ill-gotten AI program. 2 things to note here. Victor has been in prison, and he has a mini-prison in his wine cellar. Victor is now stranger to being locked up. You got that? 2. Audra Charles. Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, is full of crimes and misdemeanors. In particular, in L.A., she swindled a stranger and then watched as Richard, Mike Facco, the guy she stole from, hit his head after a tussle and died. She took $500,000 from him and is involved in a fatal cover-up. Do you think that should put her behind bars? Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, thinks so. 3. Holden Novak. Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, was Audra's accomplice, so it makes sense that if she goes down, he does too. After all, he took $100,000 for his silence about the theft and is responsible for Richard's death. He told Claire about the theft, but not about the death. Holden could land in jail with Audra if Claire and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, find the necessary dirt. For Annie Stewart, Catherine Kresge, is in cahoots with Matt Clark aka Mitch Bacall, Roger Howarth, and was accomplice to his crimes in Los Angeles. Matt is now in GC, and if Annie follows him, she is at risk of being caught and locked away. 5. Matt Clark. Matt is an evil bad guy, and he's done enough to lock him away for several lifetimes. He has returned to GC to continue his fussin' and feudin' with the Newmans. He is not afraid to make bold moves, and we predict that Victor will make sure he pays for his sins against his family. Red Hot the Young and the Restless spoilers hint that big arrests are on the horizon, and we'll bring you all the juicy updates as they become available. 5 shady arrests. Handcuffs for GC's elite. Good evening, the Young and the Restless fans, and hold on to your remote controls, because Genoa City just exploded with scandal. In a jaw-dropping series of events that has the town buzzing from Crimson Lights to Society Alley, 5 of GC's most powerful and polished citizens were taken into custody today, and the allegations are as dark as they are daring. Whether you've been glued to GC drama for years or just tuning in for the chaos, today's developments are forcing everyone to rethink their alliances, their secrets, and their survival strategies in a city where no one is untouchable. Buckle up! Here's what went down. 1. Victoria Newman Abbott arrested for insider trading? First up, the business royalty figure who everyone thought was untouchable. Victoria Newman Abbott, CEO, powerhouse fashion mogul, was cuffed outside Newman Abbott Enterprises earlier this afternoon amid allegations of illegal insider trading. Law enforcement sources confirm that federal agents stormed the corporate headquarters with a warrant, confiscating financial records, phones, and hundreds of documents. Moments later, Victoria was led out in handcuffs, her expression cool, but her empire shaken. What sparked the raid? According to sources, a whistleblower within the company allegedly leaked evidence suggesting Victoria made multi-million-dollar trades based on confidential merger talks. The SEC had been quietly investigating for months. Executives close to Victoria are now distancing themselves. Fast. Victoria's own statement. I've done nothing wrong. I was blindsided by this. My legal team will prove my innocence. Fans are split. Is this a calculated sham? Or is Victoria finally paying for a lifetime of power plays? Either way, this is not the Victoria Newman we thought we knew. 2. Philip Chancellor 4. Arrested for fraud and faking records. In an equally stunning twist, Philip Chancellor 4 was taken into custody just hours later in connection with an alleged identity fraud scheme. The Chancellor family mansion turned into a crime scene when detectives served Philip with charges stating he manipulated financial documents, including fake trusts and altered wills, to siphon millions from family accounts. Why now? Investigators say a routine audit led to irregularities. Multiple accounts showed unexplained transfers. Confidential informants pointed the finger directly at Philip. In a scene straight out of a thriller, Philip was escorted into a black SUV while neighbors watched in disbelief. His only comment? You have no idea what really happened. Sure, Phil, sure. 3. Lily Winters Abbott, slapped with bribery charges. Next on the list, someone we never thought we'd see in cuffs. Lily Winters Abbott. The allegation? Bribery. Law enforcement sources revealed that Lily, beloved by many in GC for her work and empathy, is accused of influencing public officials with money and elite favors to squash a local investigation into a real estate deal gone wrong. How it unraveled. A local council person blew the whistle. Text messages between Lily and a public official allegedly exposed the plot. The city's corruption watchdog jumped in. Lily was taken discreetly from her office, and sources say she looked utterly stunned by the arrest. Lily's reaction. I was only trying to protect jobs and families. I never meant harm. But did she cross the line from protectiveness to corruption? GC residents are furious and divided. 4. Arturo Rosales arrested for extortion. If you thought the chaos was limited to the wealthy elites, think again. Arturo Rosales, the glamorous but enigmatic former socialite turned consultant, is now facing extortion charges. Witnesses saw Arturo being led away in cuffs as detectives loaded boxes from his lavish penthouse. The accusations, court documents suggest Arturo targeted small GC businesses, promised exclusive support in exchange for steep payments, used threats and hidden surveillance to intimidate. Local entrepreneurs who once praised his guidance are now coming forward with damning testimony. Arturo's people get what they deserved. It was a mutual arrangement. That's one way to spin it. 5. Ashland Locke arrested. Shady business. Deals explode. And finally, the moment nobody saw coming. Ashland Locke, the mysterious and dangerously charismatic investor with deep ties across Genoa City, was arrested late tonight on multiple counts of corporate fraud, money laundering, and racketeering. This is the arrest that has every talk show, news ticker, and GC social feed going viral. What happened? Sources say the FBI has been quietly building a case for months. Offshore accounts linked to Ashland were discovered. Several high-profile partners have been subpoenaed. Ashland was arrested at his luxury hotel suite, and reports say he didn't resist. In fact, witnesses claim he smiled and said, "Welcome to the big leagues." Yep, he still thinks he's in control. GC erupts in outrage, shock, and speculation. Public reactions are epic. Within minutes of the flash arrests, social media blew up with hashtag GCArrests trending worldwide. Citizens gathered near Newman Abbott headquarters chanting. Rumors, theories, and memes are flooding every channel. Some locals are calling it a cleansing of GC's elite. Others warn this could be a power grab by unknown forces. Stock prices and businesses in turmoil. Following Victoria and Lily's arrests, Newman Abbott stock plummeted. Chancellor Enterprises has suspended trading. Local businesses fear ripple effects. Financial analysts now warn of a Genoa City economic shock if the dust doesn't settle. What it all means, breaking down the impact. Let's unpack the shockwaves. 1. Power shift in Newman Abbott. Victoria's image was untouchable until today. This could open doors for rivals. Nikki Newman is reportedly furious. Adam Newman may strike while the iron's hot. Will Victoria survive this? Or will Newman Abbott crumble from within? 2. The Chancellor legacy on the line. The Chancellor family has always been iconic in Genoa City, but now, financial scandals threaten the family name. Potential lawsuits could drain millions. Kane and siblings are left to pick up the pieces. This arrest might fracture the family forever. 3. Public trust in GC leadership tarnished. With Lily and Arturo both implicated, citizens are demanding transparency. City council meetings are expected to be explosive. Grassroots movements are calling for officials to resign. Genoa City might never look the same. 4. A new power player? Is Ashland Locke's arrest the Yendi or the beginning? While law enforcement claims they have solid evidence, insiders whisper, Ashland knew too many secrets. He had alliances darker than anyone realized. Could this arrest be part of a bigger chess game? It might not be the finale, but act one of a new saga. What fans are saying? Real GC reaction. Here's a snapshot of this exploding internet reaction. GC_Gossip Girl. Victoria in cuffs is unreal. This is bigger than any Newman scandal ever. Chancellor fan 88. Phil's arrest hurts. But was he protecting the family or betraying it? Lily loyal. Lily messed up, but she did what she thought was right. Her heart was in the right place. Ashland enigma. Ashland smiling. That tells me he's not done. Biggest twist ahead. Fans are crafting theories faster than GC police can issue press releases. And the storyline potential is insane. What's next? Predictions and wildcards. Here's what fans, insiders, and analysts are buzzing about. Will any of the 5 flip on one another? We could see shocking confessions from the unlikeliest sources. Are there hidden players pulling strings? Some believe someone bigger is orchestrating this chaos from the shadows. Are jailbreaks on the horizon? Given GC's history, it's not out of the question. Romantic fallout? Expect relationships to crumble, alliances to shift, and love triangles to ignite. Final thoughts. GC is unhinged, unpredictable, and shocking news of Victor Newman. Empire shaken, secrets revealed, and rivals closing in. Victor Newman. The name alone strikes fear, admiration, and curiosity throughout Genoa City. For decades, he has dominated the city's business landscape, maneuvered through personal betrayals, and emerged time and time again as the ultimate power player. But today, shocking news has surfaced about Victor Newman that has left fans of the young and the restless on the edge of their seats. The man who once seemed invincible might finally be facing challenges that even he cannot control. Victor's empire under threat. Victor Newman's life has always been a delicate balancing act between business power and personal intrigue. As the CEO of Newman Enterprises, he has steered his company through corporate wars, hostile takeovers, and countless boardroom battles. Yet recent developments suggest that the empire he built with blood, sweat, and cunning might be facing a new kind of threat, a threat that comes not from the boardroom, but from the very people he trusts the most. According to insider reports from Genoa City's elite circles, Victor is currently entangled in a financial investigation that could shake Newman Enterprises to its very foundation. Rumors suggest that a confidential deal, long buried in the shadows, has resurfaced. This deal, if proven, could implicate Victor in questionable business practices, potentially leaving him vulnerable to both legal action and the wrath of competitors eager to seize the opportunity to topple his empire. Fans of the show know that Victor thrives on control, but this latest shock is different. Sources hint that even Victor's closest allies are hesitant to stand beside him, unsure of whether his actions will protect or endanger the company's legacy. It's a scenario that promises dramatic tension and high stakes for the weeks to come, leaving viewers glued to their screens. Family feuds and betrayals. Victor Newman's life has never been devoid of personal drama, and today's shocking news is deeply intertwined with his complicated family dynamics. Over the years, Victor has faced betrayals from those he considered closest, his children, former lovers, and even longtime associates. And now, it seems that betrayal is creeping closer to home once again. Reports indicate that one of Victor's children may be secretly plotting to challenge his authority, not just in business, but in the family hierarchy itself. While the details remain murky, insiders reveal that tensions have been simmering for months, fueled by past grudges and unresolved rivalries. Victor, known for his sharp instincts and unyielding will, may have underestimated the ambition of those closest to him. What makes this revelation even more explosive is the timing. Victor has been juggling multiple crises, from corporate threats to romantic entanglements, leaving him vulnerable to familial scheming. As history has shown, when Victor Newman is distracted, Genoa City's power players move swiftly and ruthlessly. Victor versus his rivals, a dangerous game. No shocking news about Victor Newman would be complete without mentioning his long-standing rivals. Over the years, he has faced off against the likes of Jack Abbott, Nicholas Newman, and a rotating cast of adversaries. But today, the stakes are higher than ever. Sources suggest that Victor's rivals have been monitoring his every move, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. One particularly intriguing development involves Victor's corporate nemesis, Jack Abbott. While Jack has long tried to outmaneuver Victor in business, the current climate suggests that Jack may finally have the upper hand. Insider gossip hints at a secret alliance forming between some of Victor's former allies and his longtime adversaries. If true, this could lead to a shocking power shift in Genoa City, one that could see Victor temporarily losing control of the empire he has fought so hard to maintain. Adding fuel to the fire, other rivals are reportedly gathering information on Victor's personal life, hoping to exploit any weaknesses. Victor's romantic relationships have always been complicated, and with whispers of betrayal and deceit circulating, even his most intimate connections could become leverage in this high-stakes game. Health scares and personal struggles. Beyond business and family intrigue, Victor Newman has also faced health challenges in the past, and today's shocking news hints that his personal well-being may once again become a concern. While details are scarce, some sources suggest that Victor has been under immense stress, both professionally and personally. Stress and health concerns have a way of exposing even the most invincible figures, and fans may see a more vulnerable side of Victor in the coming episodes. Historically, Victor has always confronted adversity head-on, using his strength and intellect to overcome obstacles. But this time, the combination of corporate threats, family betrayals, and personal stress may create a perfect storm, testing the limits of his resilience. It's a dramatic narrative twist that keeps viewers invested and speculating about how Victor will navigate these turbulent waters. romance, and scandal. If there's one thing that adds fire to Victor Newman's life, it's romance. And today's shocking news is no exception. Rumors have surfaced of a potential scandal involving one of Victor's past relationships. While he has been romantically linked with several powerful women in Genoa City, whispers of secret liaisons and hidden agendas are threatening to disrupt his carefully controlled public image. Fans know that Victor's romantic life has always been intertwined with drama. Whether it's a rekindled affair or a new love interest with hidden motives, viewers can expect high tension and shocking revelations. Relationships in Genoa City are never simple, and Victor Newman is rarely immune to the consequences of passion and betrayal. The public reaction. The news about Victor Newman has spread like wildfire across Genoa City, both on the show and among fans. Social media is buzzing with speculation, theories, and reactions. Many fans are expressing shock at the possibility of Victor facing unprecedented challenges, while others are excited to see the legendary character pushed to new limits. Online fan forums are filled with debates about Victor's next move. Will he fight to retain control of Newman Enterprises? Will family betrayals cause irreparable damage? Or will his rivals finally gain the advantage they have long sought? The suspense has created a surge of engagement, with viewers tuning in daily to see the drama unfold. Predictions and what's next. Given Victor Newman's history, it's impossible to predict with certainty what will happen next. But the possibilities are tantalizing. Some speculate that Victor may execute a masterful counterattack, using cunning and strategy to reclaim control over his empire. Others suggest that personal betrayals and corporate machinations may force him into a temporary retreat, giving his rivals the upper hand. What is certain is that viewers are in for a roller coaster of emotions. From tense boardroom showdowns to explosive family confrontations, Victor Newman's world is about to become more complex and thrilling than ever before. And with each shocking revelation, fans are reminded why Victor remains one of the most compelling figures in daytime television history. Final thoughts.